of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on. 60 by 6.
They'll start this on the ground with blue. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go. Back row 80. Ready.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here's our first carry for their running back. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go now.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Oh, Neighbors wide open. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big-time play out of the G-Men. 31 yards. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. second and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get it. Down to the one, setting up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Dart fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll be second down.
Buffalo 18. Let's go. Panther 11. Panther 60.
He'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's Mitch Wisnowski now. And on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. Yeah. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. They'll begin here on the ground. Gets to the edge at the 30. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be first and goal inside the 10. A big play for the Giants. 53 yards. Now it is first and goal. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on first and goal. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. That is first touchdown this year. The extra point is up and through. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Ready. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Javon Howard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. The Giants move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, which was a fantastic return.
You know, like for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Tackle made by Dane Belton.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any...
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Brian Burns. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. start on the ground. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll stick with him again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Giants.
At the 23-yard line.
A play fake, now Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and
2 minutes to go here till halftime.
15-yard line.
We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
A loss of a
It's
yard.
3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th
Now
down.
Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Dart. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, When it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This one from 54 yards out. And that one not going to get there. It's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Third quarter begins with a run. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
To the air on second down. Dart. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be third down. Throwing. Dart. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Well, it seems like whatever they talked about during the halftime break, it appears to have worked. I mean, they don't have a lot of room for error, but big plays like this, it's going to go a long way in helping them chip their way back into this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Let's go now.
On first down, here's Blue. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
A gain of 15. And the Cowboys first down.
Now a give, but here comes the reverse. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
To the 5-yard line.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives up.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. kick is good. And the Cowboys are back in this one. It's 17-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
19, Tiger, 19.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
The Giants sending out their punter. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 41-yard line.
Panther 11.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to be 4th down. This is taken in by a teammate. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
This one not quite on target. That was too much. That one falls incomplete.
And I know when you look up at the scoreboard, they still have the lead, but it just feels like this game has turned, doesn't it? It just feels like for everything that they had a lot of success with earlier, they just can't get anything going now. So this brings up a critical 3rd down. They've got to recapture some of their early magic, and defensively,
it hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 21-yard line.
From the set.
From the 21, here's second and 8.
Ready? Mustang 19. Viking 18. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
19 sight. 19 Tiger. 19. Ready? Hurry. Franco 80.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Second down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Wide on the RPO, and he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Now the gun, third down, in dark, and that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. On the handoff, Blue. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to...
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dave Belton.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But the one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made it pay.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
34-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
And he'll pick up about 7, able to get down to the 26. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. From the gun, here's a handoff. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. Let's talk things over before third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, fourth down.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Giants will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This is taken in at the goal line. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line.
Seven Pirates! Let's go! Let's go!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. They get 18 on the pitching catch. First down, Cowboys. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Now on second and long.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back on the ground and back to right. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They run again with right. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. One final kneel down here inside the